One of the biggest attractions motivating thousands of students to get into the MBA programs is a career in finance. And the crowning glory in the finance industry is a career in investment banking. What is investment banking? Which are the top investment banks? Why choose a career in investment banking? What kind of career growth and salaries can you expect? We'll cover all these questions in the next few minutes. We'll also share some not so pleasant aspects about the field. So watch till the end. Investment banking is all about providing a valuable financial service to investing individuals and organizations, helping them create and grow their wealth through key investment strategies and risk management. And what's in it for investment bankers? Returns, not just for their investors, but a considerable compensation for the bankers themselves. The combined net revenue and profit of the top global investment banks is more than $2 trillion, surpassing the GDP of many countries. And investment banking services constitute a significant proportion of these large revenues. Corporations rely on the financial expertise of iBankers, and iBanks rely on the sound business education of MBA and related graduates to fill their talent pool. Are you looking at a future career in investment banking? We'll cover all you need to know to become a successful investment banker: education and skill requirements, compensation, job prospects, and the best investment banks, and much more. And in the interest of completeness, we'll also help you understand the demands and the drawbacks of life as an investment banker. So cruise along with us as you gather information and prepare for the warnings that lurk behind this super glamorous career. Why choose an investment banking career? Investment banking denotes a financial service that creates capital for individuals and organizations by counseling them on market strategies that can minimize their risks and maximize their returns. They provide assistance for mergers, acquisitions, and restructuring. That being said, the reason why iBanking draws some of the best brains in finance is not just the obscenely high compensation that grows rapidly with the hierarchy within the firms. Of course, money is a major attraction, but there are other important and yet humble reasons. One being the ability to learn analytical tools very early on in an investment banking career. Financial modeling is a big part of an investment banker's job, to perform valuations of investments and risks within the constraints of the knowns and unknowns. Bankers get to soil their hands through this system while getting close and personal, with the second advantage of being an iBanker: the ability to learn from real and big corporate transactions. The end result is a wholesome learning experience that can at the same time propel you to bigger, better roles within the investment banking domain, or branch out into other careers like private equity, hedge funds, or even your own enterprise. Let's look at the different types of investment banks. As with most industries, there are small to big investment banks that cater to the needs of specific or wide-ranging financial areas of corporations. They also vary in their scope and services that span the following business areas. Bulge bracket investment banks are synonymous with big money and big corporation transactions. They can have services across the globe and typically employ fresh graduates who are trained to become part of their large employee body. Regional and mid-market banks. They provide selected services to certain selected areas. They tend to hire experienced iBankers. A slightly expanded version in the mid-market range may even explore different areas or larger corporations with broader services. And finally, there are the boutique investment banks that provide specialized services and operate in various regions with a relatively small staff of highly experienced bankers. Let's talk about the career growth and salaries in investment banking. Investment banking is a top career choice for individuals seeking the challenges of an analytical job profile and the rewards that come with it, namely compensation. It is demanding, hectic, stressful, and still manages to lure business and quant graduates around the world. Entry-level analysts in investment banks usually handle Excel and PowerPoint work, track buying and selling, manage documentation, and correspond with clients. You could be spending anywhere between 2 to over 5 years as an analyst, sometimes making close to $200,000 if you're successful. Very long hop, skip, and leaps later, you can be ushered into the position of VP, director, or even higher. The career progression from being an analyst to a managing director in an investment bank can take more than 12 years. Here's a look at the typical career progression as an investment banker, provided you meet all their stringent standards of performance. Investment banking salaries are by far one of the best in the post-MBA career choices. In the US, the average starting base salary for analysts is between $75,000 and $96,000 a year. If you add various components like the signing bonus and performance bonus, these salaries can shoot up to around $150,000 or more, even for first-year analysts. However, USA and other banking hubs like London in the UK, housing some of the banking elites like the Bulge bracket banks, pay some of the highest salaries in the industry. Others like India and Canada have a much smaller iBanking industry and pay substantially lower than the US or the UK. Here's a look at some of the average salaries for investment bankers in different countries. We're looking at the total compensation. In addition to salary and bonus, bankers benefit from health insurance, vacation, and profit sharing or retirement packages. It is important to bear in mind that the above representative salaries are only for front office investment banking roles, such as mergers and acquisitions, capital markets, sales and trading, and equity research. They do not reflect other job roles in the industry. Mid-office and back-office roles may pay substantially lower. Also, there's a high chance that the glamour may evade you while you struggle to make your name in the banking industry. So becoming a millionaire is not so easy. That being said, Goldman Sachs paid its top 700 bankers over £1 million in 2016. While we are on that topic, let's also look at some of the top banks in the world and their entry-level salaries. These are some of the most renowned names that have the juice to move and shake economies around the world. Investment banking services are often a part of the variety of financial services offered by these institutions. They employ the smartest and some of the most hardworking business professionals. Let's take a look at the representative list of the top investment banks in the world. Let's get down to the big question. Is an investment banking career worth it? The rewards of a career in investment banking may not be enough for the ones facing hard personal compromises along the way. Regarded by experts as one of the most work-life imbalanced jobs with high levels of stress, iBanking can prove to be a harsh career choice for many. In fact, we have a whole article covering the dark side of investment banking on the MBA Crystal Ball blog. It lays down the many shortcomings behind the scenes, usually well hidden by the high salaries and rocketing growth on the job. Lack of sustainability and consistency in performance, monotony, high competition, lack of personal time, and too much adrenaline can make for a very isolating lifestyle. It is also typically much harsher on women in investment banking, facing an unhealthy amount of sexism and harassment in a highly dog-eat-dog working environment. A considerable number of investment bankers choose to leave their career for either related fields or a clean break into other unrelated options. Some end up in other finance services areas with the same routine as iBanking jobs. The new jobs all involve taxing hours that leave very little time for a fulfilling personal life. While some make efforts to make their iBanking experience a stepping stone to a different career, others manage to create rewarding and highly lucrative opportunities using their client and industry exposure to become entrepreneurs or volunteer for social service. We'll provide some article links below, including ones that cover the typical exit options for investment bankers. If you love the challenge of dealing with significant financial decisions, feel the passion for taking on risks, and love the exhilaration of big rewards, notwithstanding the pressures and stress involved, investment banking could be the right career option for you. At MBA Crystal Ball, many candidates we've helped have completed their MBA and got into high-paying investment banking careers. If you need professional help to get into the best MBA programs for investment banking, feel free to knock on our virtual door by sending us an email. Good luck to you.